Hello again and welcome back to another episode of Raine Plays. Today we're doing Oakenstead in Sage Estates, and the Noble family have moved in. All I did with this one was redecorate. I don't think I changed a single wall. Nope, I don't think I changed even any rooms or anything. I left everything as is. I've mentioned it before though, I'm so over Willow Creek that I'm not even going to do Cypress Terrace. I've tried 3 different times and I don't have the heart for it. I'm just not interested in the slightest. Also, if I sound awful, it's because I'm in the starting weeks of a sinus infection. I get one every single year around this time. So if I sound even worse than I normally do, I apologize. I knew it was coming when I started choking every time I talk. But this is, I think, before pictures, after walkthrough video. But it's not too bad. It's not a long video. But yeah, this is the last house I'm going to do for Willow Creek. I'm going to move on. And because I am sick, it's only going to get worse from here for the next 7 to 10 days. I'm probably going to be so out of it that I'm not going to want to do anything at all. There's only 1 week left before the school's closed for the holiday. Hopefully I will get some assignments. I do not know. But by the time I get home from work, I'm bushed. I'm done. I eat something. I watch a couple YouTube videos, and then I just go to bed. And I'll probably be doing that. But then with the 2 weeks that everybody has off, I'll probably be able to do something. I should be feeling better by then. I don't know. Yeah. This is the second time I recorded. For whatever reason, the first recording didn't do anything at all. It's always... I keep forgetting to check. It goes from stereo speaker or something like that. Yet I have to check off microphone. I always forget to do that. So I'm talking to the wind the first time. And I don't know why. I always used to do testing, 1, 2, 3, and I just stopped doing that because I figured out how this Audacity thing worked. But I guess I'm going to have to go back so that I can remember to check that the microphone is even working. Not that you care. I'm sorry about that. That was boring. But it is working now. I think it was a couple videos back, but I mentioned about how it's not funny that kids use cuss words because they do get in trouble for it in school, and adults might think it's cute or funny or whatever they might be thinking or not thinking. But I have a very sad story for you. It's sad for me. You guys might just think, oh, that's horrible. The school had no right to do that, but that's not how I think. The school had every right to do it. 3rd grade. I had to take care of 3rd graders this week. So that means these kids are 8, 9 years old. Is that it? 5, 6, 7 to 8. Yeah, they're 8 years old. 8 and 9 years old. Just babies. And this boy had already had a hard time, but then he gets it together and he sits up front and listens and does his work and everything's fine. He just needs a little, patience. I'm not a morning person either. I can sympathize with that, but that's beside the point. At the very end of the school day, he ended up dropping an F-bomb in the classroom, and all the kids got a tattle. Even though they say it too, he got caught. So the principal was called in, and the teacher next door was called in. They're both males. And this boy got suspended for the rest of the school week for saying that word. And it's happened before. And it broke my heart because at that age, 8 years old, 9 years old maybe, where is he picking this? And don't say he's getting it from movies and TV, because you're at home with the child who is watching this stuff on TV and in movies. He's not going to the theater by himself. He's not getting on his bike and riding to his friend's house. You guys don't let your children do that nowadays. He's at home. And that's where they're learning it. And this mother had the audacity to be upset with him. He's crying his eyes out behind her, and she's stomping out the front door, completely ignoring him, like, wait a minute, did we inconvenience you, have to bring you up here to pick him up? Are you upset that you got a lecture from the principal? Or are you upset that he used bad language in an inappropriate place and at an inappropriate time when he shouldn't be using it at all? Why was she upset? Who taught him? Who uses that language in their own house? And don't tell me they don't. I'm not going to argue with anybody about this. I'm not saying he wouldn't hear it on a video or in a movie. I'm not saying that. But he is learning it at home, because if he's not in school, he's at home. That's just the way it goes. Why is it his fault? And everyone thinks it's funny. And I was so upset that it happened, because as you can plainly tell, I'm not cut out for this type of work. I'm too much of a disciplinarian. I want these kids to succeed. I care about them, but I have no right to. I'm just supposed to go in there, teach the assignments, and go home and not get involved in anything at all. Even though it's happening right under my nose, it's happening constantly. They're deliberately digging me to get a reaction. And they're not doing it because they think it's funny. They're doing it because they're desperate for the attention. And whether you believe it or not, they want the discipline. They want to know that someone cares. Whatever. I'm going off on a tangent. It's not funny. It will never be funny. And until the schools say, yeah, go ahead. As a matter of fact, you can smoke weed too, little 8-year-old boy. Got any weed on you? Let's go in the bathroom. Until that's okay, this is the way it is. They get punished for your mistakes. And I can't think of anything worse for a child to have to fathom. You're telling me this is a bad word, and this is gutter language, and only people who are so uneducated that they can't come up with a better word to describe their feelings, and yet I'm hearing it every day from my parents? You're going to let a child go through that type of a complex issue in his 8-year-old mind? Whatever, I'm sorry. It felt horrible. But I pitied him, because we were starting to get, through to each other. But what good does it do? And I think this is where I keep kicking myself. Again, go to work, do the assignment, go home. Go to work, do the assignment, go home. I need to keep telling myself that. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. Don't care. Stop caring. Stop. You're starting to care. You get upset. Walk away. Walk away. And I just don't think that that should be a teacher's job. But in this day and age, it is. I am not allowed to express an opinion or to show a child that there's a better way. I'm not allowed to do that. So I just feel like I'm not cut out for this. I shouldn't be doing this. But at my age, no one will hire me. It's just a fact of life. They wouldn't hire me to sweep their floors in their corporate setting because I'm too old. Nobody cares. And again, I'm not complaining. This is reality. This is my life. I understand that. So I'm thankful that I at least have this. And the only reason I have this is because I have enough college credits. So $10 an hour is my life. If I can get an assignment. I'm hoping I'll be able to get something this week because this is Christmas week. I call it Christmas week, but this is the last week of school before Christmas break. And I'd like to get a little bit more money. But I don't know. If it's on the assignment board, it's on the assignment board. And if it's not, I don't work. That's just the way it goes. But, I don't know why. When I'm doing these rooms, like this one is so nice and bright because it has light walls. And then you go back into Grandpa's room here. When I was working on the house, it was fine. It was, not this bright. But it was bright enough to see. And then you look at the video and it's like, hello, cavernous, so dark. It's a very pretty room though, but it just looks too dark here. Oh, sorry. But I like this area. I like the little gazebo thing out on the water and the lighthouse. It's pretty. It's nice. But I've got to get out of Willow Creek. I need to move on. I made someone, this fat dumpy guy for Cypress Terrace. I kicked out the Spencer Kims because you know how I feel about them. I just kicked them out. I created a new character. I went in there and I started messing around with it. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I could just dump it in a next video. This is what I tried to do with the house. But I just can't get into it. Everything is so agonizing here. Dumb things are so agonizing here. I know. But if I'm not motivated to do it, why would I waste my time and yours? Maybe someday I'll go back when I'm in a better mood or whatever, but I'm not gonna do a half-assed job just because I have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Does it? And by have to do it, meaning each house in Willow Creek, and then I can move on. Maybe I'll come back, maybe I won't. But that house is worse than one before this one. Is that the one? There's 3 houses in this world that I just can't stand. And Cypress Terrace is one of them. Too many rooms in really weird places. The layout is completely convoluted. And I didn't want to tear it down, and even though I believe sincerely that house has no business being in this neighborhood at all. It's like an eyesore. Why is it in here? It doesn't go with anything. So I could have torn it down and built something else, but I think Cypress Terrace has become a bit of an icon in this game. So it's not something you'd want to just demolish and then put up whatever you want. It's something that you would go in and add your personal touches to. And that's just, I'm not there right now. I can't even begin to think of what I could do to make it better. And I have in the past. I've told you that. I have. But, alright. Well, I'm not going to complain anymore. This is the end. I appreciate that you came and watched this video. Thank you so much. I do hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.